Yo, yo. So what you're listening to is actually supposed to be me in my room with a mic with an actual, sit down, nice quality. But I'm out here doing my outdoor workout. And I wanted to get this documented before I forgot it, before the feeling left, because I think it's important. So when I left my house today, just barely, to come out here and do this outdoor workout, I remembered halfway through, or not halfway through, I don't know, I just remembered on the way out that I had to record a podcast because I committed to 100. And recording a podcast right now is not part of Live Hard for me. It's not one of my additional tasks. It's just something that I committed to. Well, the first time I did phase one and failed on day 25, that was part of the program, so I had to. But, I had about 26 episodes recorded at that point, and I wasn't going to stop then because I wanted to get to 100. And so I'm doing one every day. And that led to me deciding to commit to 100 every single day, and then to pretty much change the entire show to what you heard yesterday. So I guess what you heard on 52, 51, and 50, where it's bits and pieces throughout the day. And that's kind of how I want the show to go. I've already talked about that numerous times, so I don't want to, sound like a broken record here by talking about it nonstop, but that's the direction I want to take. But I also said that I would commit to the 100 episodes and make them what I said I would make them from the start, which was sitting down, getting the reps in, and just trying to have some kind of valuable takeaway or lesson from each episode, 20 minutes long, no guests, can't tell anybody, just sticking with that, because I found that it is much easier for me to do these out here full transparency, I'm just insecure, dude. I don't want people to hear me. I don't want people to think I'm weird for talking or recording something. I don't want my own family to hear me through my room. I don't want the thought of them putting their ear up against the door or something and listening to me while I talk. It's embarrassing, dude. And so I had that thought as I'm walking out my door to get this cardio in, and maybe not want to do a podcast, dude. Maybe not want to sit down and get it done. And you can call this a cop-out for me recording this when I'm not working FedEx, because I said last week that I think I might just dedicate the FedEx days to the podcast where I do bits and pieces throughout the day, just to purely document everything. And I think I'm going to do that just to get the reps in for that as well. But I'm not going to completely abandon the first goal, the first commitment that I made here, which was 100 episodes of this. So that's what we're going to do. Still going to get to 100 episodes. But after 100, I'm going to go back. Well, I'm not going to go back. I'm going to make episode 101 and thereon episodes like 50, 51, and 52, which is me chatting it up, bits and pieces throughout the day and all that. So that's that. But I just wanted to get this on recording here. I do not want to go home, sit in my room and record a show. I even have something I want to talk about, but I don't know, dude. I just get insecure, and I don't know. Sounds dumb, man, but it's something I got to get over. It's something I got to face. I just don't like people, just insecure about that shit, I guess. Uncomfortable, but I got to grow into that, because this is what I'm doing. This is what's going through my head. Okay, when I get my own place, though, I can be as loud as I want. Nobody's going to hear me. I can have my own studio. I can even get video going and have a good setup. And so then that's when I'll get going on the podcast. That's when I'll take it serious. That's literally what's going through my head right this very second. And I just want to share that with you guys, because how often do we tell ourselves that fucking lie of I'll be happy when, I'll do this when, I can't do this until this happens, or, and what's so funny, what's so ironic about the whole thing, dude, I'm sitting here, I'm on episode 53, I'm on episode 53, and it's now just crossing my mind, I'm now trying to make up some kind of excuse as to why I can't record, or why, I'm on episode 53. We're over halfway there and I'm starting to bitch out, I'm not going to bitch out. I will not, but, and I'm not saying that I haven't had these thoughts at all, period, but, they've creeped in my head a few times, but now it's just like, fuck, I don't want to do this, And so, yeah, just wanted to share that. Matter of fact, to keep that commitment, what I'm going to do is the time that is now, which is 5 minutes, 14 seconds of this recording, that's not going to count towards the 20 minutes. So when I get home, whenever I record, that's going to have to be the 20 minutes like I committed to. So that's what's going to happen. So that's all I want to say for now. Just wanted to get this recorded, let you guys know that I do not want to do it. I feel uncomfortable, and I'm very much looking forward to the day when I have my own place and I'm able to just record that shit like that. So that's that. I'll talk to you in a sec. All right, guys. Here we are. We're back. It's episode 53. And yeah, you just heard the first 6 minutes or so of this episode. I just wanted to get that recorded. Just feeling kind of uncomfortable, insecure, whatever. Just feeling all sorts of different ways, dude. So, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and leave that there. I just wanted to get that recorded. But something I was thinking about that I want to talk about here is, so I got the product idea for a business for the supplements. So that's the first business. And then, so in some sense, running a podcast is, I guess, some sort of business, because if I'm running ads, bringing in ad revenue, that could be a business itself, entertainment, educational, whatever. So that's two businesses. I don't know if you want to call them businesses or just streams of income, but got those two. Then we have the bq.POV daily, which if I'm going to make that into a video form, that would go on YouTube, and that would bring in ad revenue there. So that's 3. And then put that on Spotify as well for extra. I don't know. So there's 3 total right there. And then I would have my actual, hold on. So I just lost. So we got the supplement company, my daily show, the normal podcast, the one that's not out yet, that's coming. So that's 3. And then there would be a podcast or YouTube or whatever, say both, for the company, the supplement company, just a way for me to connect. Because I don't see anybody that's running a supplement company have a podcast. And I could be wrong. I just don't see it. So I don't know if anybody else is out there doing that, but I would love to get on there and then be able to talk about the product, the ingredients, the messaging, the brand, the vision, everything like that in the context of the brand from me, running the shit. And then, so that's 4. And then I had this idea to write a book about something to do with discipline and resilience and shit like that, because I've learned so much about that in the last 4 months that I just want to start writing everything that I've learned down and try to make it into actionable steps that you can take as a reader so you can get to where I'm at, and a lot of it would probably be in reference to 75 Hard, so I'm not really sure how I would go about writing a full-on book, but it doesn't have to be some 300-page thing. It could be, a small little 80-page little book, dude, with some size 72 font, man, And so I got thinking about all that all together. That'd be 5 different things, because I got the company, 3 podcasts, and then a book. That's crazy. That's a lot going on all at once. But that's 5 things that I'd be doing. And I enjoy the podcasting aspect of it all. I enjoy coming in here. Well, it's going to sound contradicting based on the intro of the show, but I like talking in this regard. I've said it so many times, but it really is therapeutic for me because I don't really talk to a lot of people to begin with, but I don't talk to really anybody who shares a similar mentality as myself. I'm not able to just chalk it up and talk about growing and discipline and doing hard shit and trying to make money and trying to grow a bit. I don't have anybody in my life that I can talk to about that who is also trying to do something similar. If I talk to anybody about that, it's mainly them just listening and giving me the, oh, cool, It's all good, though. So I was thinking about that.
just the 3 podcasts in the book and stuff. Obviously, all my time would probably be going into the supplement company, but there's just so much uncertainty. And if you can't tell right now, I'm absolutely fucking tired. Oh, man, dude. So I was looking at the calendar, actually. Let me look at the calendar. Where the fuck is the calendar at? Let's pull up the calendar. So today's the 11th. It's Monday, the 11th of December, 2023. So we have today, all of this week, and then from the 17th to the 23rd. So we have less than 2 weeks until we have completed phase 1 of 75 hard, or of Live Hard phase 1. And I am so excited, dude. Days like today, I'm just so gassed, dude. And I don't know, man. It's I don't know if it's wearing on me. I don't think it is. I think I'm just tired right now at this very second. But god damn, dude, what I want is to wake up. Here's the thing, dude. I want to complete the program, but I don't think much is going to change afterward, because according to the founder's formula thing that I made, I don't even know if I'm going to continue calling it that, but according to that, there's a lot of stuff I still got to do on a daily basis, and I'm probably going to just keep that going because I don't want to take the last week of the year off. I definitely want to end it with a bang and start the new year, getting, all primed up and ready for this 95% win rate, which is the founder's formula that I'm trying to get after. So, we'll figure that out, but I think what I want to do is take this last week of the year, because I'm going to finish the program on the 23rd of December, which means I have a full week, and the 31st, so 8 days before January 1st. And January 1st, I have a day off. I don't work base, and I don't work FedEx, which is pretty sick. And so that'll be, well, if you count Christmas. If you don't count Christmas, that'll be my first day off in the entire phase of the program. So, yeah, and I think I'm just tired, dude. But I think what I'll do is I'll take that last week and I'll really just dial in on every single one of my goals, how I'm going to execute on them, some projections, get some spreadsheet shits going, and figure out what I'm going to do, how I'm going to get there, and everything like that. So that's that. I'm just trying to navigate the fuck out of my life right now and trying to figure out what's working, what's not, and I guess capitalizing on what is. But also, I am very tired right now, so you might just be hearing a lot of shit from me being tired. And then another thing, speaking of which, I'll segue into this. I'm trying to find some apps or some kind of software where I can keep track of everything I got to do on a day-to-day basis in the form of a calendar, but not time slotted. I don't give a fuck about the time slots. I don't think I do anyway. So I found, like I've talked about it a few times here, but I have this app called Habitify, and it's pretty much just a habit tracker. I put all my habits in there. It tracks the streaks, tracks my percentage of wins, and how many times I've completed everything. And we can complete that one. Follow my diet, track nutrition. Is my water done? I gotta drink a gallon of water. So these little tings that you're hearing of me checking off things that I gotta do for the day. So those are done. And there's another one. And so it's cool because I can see how many days in a row I've done certain things. For example, we've got, well, pretty much everything here is 17. There's a few on here that I think are higher. I think the ice bath is it. Yeah, so no social media, 24 days. Let's see. Record one podcast. I just haven't used the app, but record one podcast. I'm on a streak of 54. 53 after today. And then, the working out, that's been a streak of almost 60 now. But it's cool. It keeps track of everything. And so the reason why I'm talking about all this is because I'm trying to find an app that puts all of this shit into a calendar view, but kind of compact, looks nice, it's easy to view, easy to read, it is easy to see, but also is an app on my phone and software on my computer, because as much as I love an old-fashioned journal and being able to handwrite everything and holding a book, checking it off with a pen, as much as I would rather do that than have it all be digital, it's not convenient for me to carry around this book and open up the book and check the shit. It's much more convenient and more practical for me to open up my phone and look at the list and see what I got to get done. So I'm trying to look around for apps that can solve that problem for me. And I've come across a few of them. One of them being Tweak, but it's not. The Tweak is about the closest I can find to something that I'd want to use, because it is also, it goes back and forth between computer as well as my phone. And I've just been trying to find something that's like that also doesn't cost a shit ton of money, because as far as, so when I was younger, if anything, any app or software cost anything more than free, I thought, wow, what the fuck, they're charging me money for this? But the older I get, the more I realize, okay, this is a very valuable tool, and if it's only $40 a year, that is less than $4 a month, you know? It's like 15 cents a day. Not even 12 cents a day. I can't afford that to better myself. I can't invest 12 cents of my income per day to invest in myself to better my, so I just look at things a little bit different. And right now I'm looking at this app. It's called Fantastical. And I've heard a lot about it. Everybody says it's great, but it's expensive. So who gives a fuck? Let's go ahead and install this and see how much it costs. Because like I said, I'm just looking for an app that just super simple, but I guess I'm being picky, but it just displays the calendar, shows me the days of the week, obviously, and it just shows me everything I got to get done for that day. But it shows me everything. I don't got to click on it and then click this and then drop down this and then view. I just want to see all my shit at a glance. Yeah, so I just downloaded Fantastical. I'm going to load it up real quick. We're going to see what's going on. Yeah, allow full access to my calendar. Reminders. Continue. Access my contacts. Don't need my contacts. You don't need that. I would like to use your current location. You don't need my location. Appreciate that. I don't need to use my location. Appreciate it. So, I don't actually want to do this whole entire thing as a podcast, though. So, I'll try to talk about something while I sign up here. But, what the fuck is going on here? I gotta get this signed up. You just created a FlexBuzz account. What the fuck is going on? Sign up with Apple. Okay, we'll do this another time, dude. So I'm gonna keep looking at different apps. So Fantastical's one. Looking at other ones. This one's called a BusyCal, calendar and reminders. So that's more along the lines of what I'm looking for. Powerful, elegant, customizable. That actually might be pretty close. That actually might be pretty close. Anyway, just looking for something that will help me track all my shit so I can see it visually, because I think that's been a huge part of my success as to why it's been a huge part of my success with 75 Hard, because I've been able to check the things off that I do on a day-to-day basis as I do them, and I don't have to remember if I did them later on in the day or how I did it or when. As soon as I click that box off, it's out of my brain. I don't have to worry about it anymore, because if I click that box, I know that I did it. I don't have to recall when or how or whatever. And so that's very valuable to me. I've realized that for me, that is almost a non-negotiable. And that's why I have this app called Habitify, because not only does it track all my 75 Hard shit, but I put everything in there, like stretching, record this podcast, brush my teeth, floss, set my clothes out, mouth tape at night. What else we got here? Out of bed within 5 minutes, take a progress photo, make my bed, track my nutrition intake, no social media, upload a podcast, shit like that. So I'm able to track everything. And I thought I would value the streak a lot more than I do, but I don't. I really don't give a fuck at the moment. I'm sure that will change if I were to do something else. But at the moment, don't really give a fuck. I just want to get my shit done. And I want to be able to see that I'm getting my shit done, and I want to be able to click it off, exit out, so that I know that I got it done. And so yeah, I'm just looking at different things here. I don't really like that. So I don't want to click on a day and then be able to see my stuff. I want to be able to see all my shit on every day at a glance, But But I might just have to go with the time thing. I might have to actually give it a shot, see how I like it, and then change that up as I go. View calendar. I'm just looking at them right now. But yeah, so the whole reason for that is because of the founder's formula, which, if I can pull it up real quick, is just, I want to put everything on there, because everything that I got to do every single day, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 17, 16 things, I guess. So there's 16 things I got to do every single day. 11 of those things are going to be the same exact thing every day. So if I could just add those to a recurring list and then add the 5 that I'm going to do the morning of or the night before or something like that and then complete them, that's what I'd want to do. So I'm just trying to find an app that does that. Maybe I could put my goals in there on the side, just something where I can put everything in there rather than just a Word document and stuff like that. But maybe I'm just being too picky. Maybe something's out there. I just got to look for it. I don't know. But we'll figure it out. So, yeah, I'm trying to do this shit right now. I apologize. It's not letting me sign up. Anyway. So, I think that's actually the only things I wanted to talk about. I think, yeah, I just was feeling insecure this morning, dude. Or I guess not this morning. I was feeling insecure doing the show. I don't like coming in here and feeling like I'm being listened to. I don't know if that's true or not. Part of me doesn't give a fuck right now because I'm in here, I'm doing it. But man, I wish I could just not care, because I'd be a lot louder. I'd be a lot more energetic. I mean, you've heard my episodes while I'm in my car, or even I don't know, the quality of the microphone and the sound here much better than anything else. But the quality of the show regarding the substance of the show from me and the energy and everything is not as good as it could be. And I don't know. I just got to get over that. I've already talked about that many times, but I just got to get over that. Stop being so scared of who knows what. Stop being so insecure. Get over that shit. Level up and keep progressing. So, I don't know. So here's the other thing. I just looked at Google Calendars. It's got a task feature, and that might be what I'm after right there. Can I change my list options, date, list options, started recently, print, rename list. Don't know what the fuck's going on here. My order, add a task. That's my task. It's tough to hush the says. Task start correctly. Rename list. 887. Yeah, whatever. We'll figure it out. We will figure it out. Add subtask. Delete new list. What if I add a new list? Does it put it side by side? If it puts it side by side, we might have a winner. It does, dude. That's sweet. What if I add another one? What if I add a new list? It does, dude. Oh, that's sick, actually. It just puts 3. What if I do a 4th one? If I could do a 4th one in here, we might have a winner. Oh, we might have a fucking winner, dude. Can I change the colors? Oh, this doesn't matter at all. But here you guys are listening to me do it, so. Create task. Yeah, this is pretty sick. I might use Google Photo or Google Calendar, dude. Can I get that as an app on my MacBook here? Google Calendar for Mac. Google Calendar for Mac. Let's see. Gcal for Google Calendar. What does that even mean? The best for Google Calendar? Calendar for Google Calendar? Calendar for Google Calendar. What's that even mean, bro? I don't understand. Alright. Whatever. I'm gonna stop talking about this. I'm gonna talk about something else now. Goddamn. I'm sorry for boring you guys with this shit. How crazy is it, though, that we're on 53? 53? That's nuts, dude. We hit episode 53 today. I'm recording that one now. To think we only have 47 more to go after this until we hit 100. That's exciting shit, dude. So, another thing. And then I'm going to head out of here. I think it's about time. I'm really tired. I'm trying to go to bed, not going to lie. But I told you I would commit to that 20-minute mark after I recorded that outdoor intro, just to keep the commitment. So, what the fuck was I going to say? Oh, yeah, I think after I complete phase 1, it'll free up some time in my day to have... So also around the same time of completing phase 1, I will only have one more week left, or I guess one more Sunday shift left of working every day. What? I'll have one more Sunday shift. So that means I'm going to work Sunday, New Year's Eve. I'm going to have Monday off for New Year's, January 1st. And then I'm going to go back to that working 6 days a week thing. Well, hold on. I'm going to go back working the 6 days a week thing as it were before. But on Sundays, I offered to work, but it wouldn't be a full-blown shift. It would just be kind of a smaller 2, 3, 4 hour thing. I offered to clean trucks or to improve the software or make lists or documents or instructions on how to deliver, stuff like that, just to get the extra hours. Because if they pay me $30 an hour and I do just 4 hours of work, it's $120 extra per Sunday. So times that by 4, it's nearly $500 extra bucks a month just for going in and working 4 hours. So that is the whole motive behind that, because that's some additional cash. That cash could go towards a business. It could go towards buying a new microphone, a new set, shit like that, man. You know. And I'm very interested in that. So, but what I was gonna say was I'm gonna use Sundays as my day to get a lot of shit going. You know, because if I don't have to work, that's 9 extra hours per day that I can use to invest into my shit and get stuff going. So I'm really excited about that. Time is so valuable, it's crazy. I didn't realize it until you don't have any, you know. So, alright guys, I'm actually going to head the fuck out here now. It's been 20 minutes, so that was the show. Hopefully you got some kind of value, or maybe you found some insight, or got some kind of perspective from me sharing all this shit. And again, just to reiterate from yesterday's episode, I'm talking knowing that if you're listening, you probably are listening 3 years later. And this is just the beginning of where I'm at. But you're hearing the early versions, the early stages, the day 1s and 2s. And where I'm at now, as you're listening 3 years later, is much better, more further along place in business, life, success, everything. So something to keep in mind. It's hard for me to remember that because I'm recording now in 2023, and if you're listening in 2026, but I'm talking as if you are listening now, 2023, it's just weird. But anyway, that's it. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace.